What's up, y'all? I'm AJ, and welcome to AJ Knows, the show dedicated to bringing you truth, knowledge, and of course, all the tips and tricks you need to survive life. As I mentioned, this is the show's premiere. I can't think of a better way to start things off than to start it off right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Maybe you're thinking about coming out here to Las Vegas on a vacation, or maybe you're even thinking about moving out here. Either way, think of this video as your Las Vegas survival guide. I've lived out here in Las Vegas for over 20 years, and I'm gonna show you all of my favorite places to come to when you visit Las Vegas. So I encourage you to sit back, relax, and enjoy as I show you my hometown like no one else can. All right, welcome back. So on this episode, we are going to explore Las Vegas. It is my first episode, and we have a lot to cover. Now, I thought it was apropos that I do my first episode all about Las Vegas. Vegas has given me so much. It really has over the last 20 years. I've learned a lot. I've gotten to do a lot. Man, I've gotten to meet so many interesting people, and, truly grateful for all the things that this town has given to me. Perspective that I'm giving is from somebody that's lived out here over than 20 years. I want y'all to sit back, relax, get tuned in, because we are gonna go on one heck of an adventure together. Let's go ahead and get started. Las Vegas is often called the entertainment capital of the world. It derives its name from the Spanish phrase, the meadows. In the 1820s, Mexican traders ventured into the Mojave Desert and stumbled upon an oasis. This oasis, sustained by a network of hidden underground wells, provided a water lifeline in an otherwise parched landscape. The name Las Vegas became synonymous with the oasis, signifying the abundance of meadows and water, making it a vital stopover for travelers and pioneers during the westward expansion. Today, it plays host to over 42 million people every year. Vegas is home to some of the hottest and most spectacular nightlife in the world. The Las Vegas Strip also holds the title as the brightest spot on Earth when viewed from space. Let's go ahead and start with the most important part of this, when you should book your trip. Now, believe it or not, when you book your trip is extremely important. If you book your trip during the wrong time of year, you could spend thousands more. What I mean by that is if there's something big coming into town, a big convention, a big event, CES, Consumer Electronics Show, everything is more expensive in town. F1 that just happened this year made everything go up in price. Super Bowl this weekend. I'm literally shooting on Super Bowl night right now. The rooms are super high. Make sure you book in advance, you do your research, book on a slow weekend or a slow week. You're still gonna have tons of fun. There's always people out here. There's always a party, always something to do. I feel like you're just so much better off picking a different week where you can save money, still have a lot of fun, and be able to get around a little bit easier without having the craze of some of these crowds. So just make sure when you book, you do that. Okay, so how do you get a cheap room in Las Vegas or really anywhere else in America? There's a couple tips I want to give y'all. Trial and error. I've learned a lot over the years traveling extensively. But one tip I want to give you is when you're booking your trip, call the hotel or motel direct, okay? Ask them if there's any special discounts. Ask them if there's a better week for you to come out. Ask questions. So many people are afraid to get on the phone and try to wheel and deal. I always ask to talk to the manager, and usually you can get a nice discount by booking direct versus going through a third-party, app. However, this is not always the same. I'm not telling you 100% of the time it's gonna work like this, but there are times that you will get a better deal by calling up directly and booking your trip. Another little tip for you, when you are searching for your hotel room, okay, online, I know it's weird, but clear your cache because sometimes they will charge you more based on your search history. I know it's weird, but when you're booking your rooms and you're going through these third-party sites, sometimes they will literally charge you more. Like, for example, if you're a husband and wife or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, have one of you check the price and then check the price on a different phone. Sometimes you'll see a savings of over than $50 per night. All right, so there's a lot of amazing places to stay in Las Vegas, obviously. So where do you stay? I think my number one choice is the win. Why? It's an upscale group of people that usually stay there, restaurants are great, nightlife is great, location is great because you're centrally located. The rooms are clean, the rooms are nice. I feel like the prices are reasonable, but again, we talked about this. Depending on what time of year you're coming out here and what's going on in the hotel or around the hotel, those prices can fluctuate. Okay, let's talk about restaurants. So much great food. Man, I love to eat. If you love to eat like me, you're gonna have a lot of fun here in Vegas. Disclaimer, I'm gonna be real with you. You have to be more choosy nowadays with the places that you eat. Why? When I first moved out here, it didn't matter where you went. Little hole in the wall or a big casino, the food was phenomenal wherever you went. The service was phenomenal wherever you went. Now, I'm sorry to say this, and maybe some of you are gonna beat me up on this. The service has slipped a little, and so has the quality of food. Why? Well, let's face it. Let's be honest with ourselves. The food prices have gone up exponentially, okay? So a lot of these places are having to cut corners, and that means the overall product is not as good. Doesn't mean if you go to the top restaurants, they're still really good. This is why I really like Carver Steak, great quality food. I feel like the pricing is reasonable for what you get. If you're looking for value, Golden Steer, little hole in the wall, little place off of Sahara. It's right there on Sahara and close to the Strip. The Golden Steer has been around, I think, since 1958. It's nothing crazy fancy, but the food is phenomenal. So that would be a nice place if you're not looking to spend a whole lot of money. So I do like the Capitol Grill for overall flavor of their food, seasoning, quality, the view, ambiance, service. And this is why my top pick for restaurant is Capitol Grill here in Las Vegas. If you're looking for Italian food, everyone loves Italian food, go off the Strip, go to a little place called Capo's. It's on Sahara. It's got a mob theme. It's really cool. You knock on the door, they slide a little thing open. It really makes you feel like you're walking into an old speakeasy in Chicago or New York or whatnot. I believe the owners are from Chicago. And Capo's, the food is just really good. If you like true Italian cuisine, the penny vodka is amazing. The meatballs are great. They're huge, size of your fist. And the price is very reasonable. Okay, so that's really great. So check out Capo's. It's on Sahara Avenue. It's not too far. It's not gonna be a far Uber ride from your casino or a drive if you rented a car. It's not bad. Now, it is true, Las Vegas is the city of entertainment. That being said, we have some amazing clubs. My pick for nightclubs in Las Vegas, my favorite, I love it, Excess Nightclub. I've had a lot of fun, a little too much fun in the past. I've gotten kicked out before. You can't take it to excess, but you can have a lot of fun, but that's anywhere in Vegas. I feel like my generation kind of ruined things for everybody with bad behavior in the past. And now, I feel like clubs are a lot more strict. A lot of rules out here, dress codes and all that kind of stuff. But what I like about Excess is when they have the night swim in the spring and summer months, the dress code is casual. You can go in swim trunks and it's really neat. They got the pool open. It's a really cool ambiance. Excess night swim, definitely something to check out as long as you're coming out here in the spring and summer months. And then of course, Excess nightclub open all year round. Great venue, really fun. Again, tables are gonna range. You try to get a table during the wrong time of year, New Year's or a huge event, you could pay upwards on $200,000. I'm not kidding you. There are tables that go for that much. Usually they're not that much, but you go during a different time of year and you could pay maybe $2,000 for a table and get something really nice. Obviously, if you have industry connections, you can get comps and whatnot, but we're not talking about that today. We're discussing if you're just an average Joe coming into town. I also like Omnia. Omnia is a lot of fun as well. Hakkasan, huge club at the MGM. It just depends on what you're looking for. But again, I'm giving you my perspective and what I feel like you get the most bang for your buck, the most fun atmosphere and all that kind of good stuff. Day clubs. Day clubs rule supreme anymore here in Las Vegas. What is a day club? Well, basically all of the major pools in Las Vegas have a pool party. Sometimes it's one day a week, couple days a week. It depends on the pool, it depends on the location, the casino. Let's face it, the summers get so hot. I mean, we're talking anywhere from 110 degrees to 120 sometimes. It gets hot out here, guys. So, you're gonna wanna cool off during the day. A pool party is a great way to do that. Word of advice, if you're going to these pool parties, keep your drinking within reason because it's simple, guys. When it's that hot, you're gonna dehydrate quick, you're gonna get buzzed quicker. So just make sure you pace yourself, make sure you drink lots of water in between because otherwise you guys are not gonna make it out for all the night activities in Las Vegas. You're gonna be too hungover. It dehydrates you so quick. I mean, 2 hours of heavy drinking, let alone 4, will annihilate you. And a lot of times the average person is there for at least 5 hours. Okay, that's the average time spent at these pools. So make sure, guys, please take it easy. Take it easy when you're out there. My pick for my favorite day club, it's changed over the years. Right now, I like Tao Beach Club. They have a great Thursday. It's not too crowded, so definitely check out Tao Beach Club. Tao also has a nightclub at night, which is really good as well, I want to mention. I've always had a good time there. They've been around forever. And Tao Bistro. So if you're looking for great Asian-inspired food, Tao Bistro is absolutely my favorite when it comes to that. So definitely check out Tao Bistro. It is fantastic. EBC, Encore Beach Club. So if you are staying over at the Wynn or Encore, it's right there. It is an amazing pool. It's huge. I love the layout. I love the ambiance. That's a really great setup. That would probably be my second favorite day club. And again, it's just personal preference. I've had fun at both of those pools. I would definitely recommend it. There's a lot of pool parties in town nowadays, and you have a lot of choices. So it just depends on what you're looking for. But for me, I like Encore Beach Club. I like Tao Beach Club. Those are probably my 2 favorite day clubs right now in Las Vegas. Let's talk about shows. While you're here in Vegas, you gotta see a show. There's so many of them to check out. One of the newest shows I've checked out called Awakening over at the Wynn. What a great show. The sound, the lighting, there's more of a story. All the circus shows have a story to it, but there's more of a story to this show, more dancing, less acrobatics, but overall, I really enjoyed it. And it's brand new, so you definitely have to check that out. Other good shows you should check out, any circus show you're going to love. You know, they're all themed differently. They all have a different feel to them, but definitely check out a circus show. You're not going to be disappointed. Maybe you're a bachelor or a bachelorette party. There's great shows for you folks. If you're a girl, obviously you got, you know, Chippendale's Magic Mike, Thunder from Down Under, and, you know, many more. So definitely something to check out if you're a girl out here. And if you're a guy, there's some cool burlesque shows. X Burlesque has a few different shows. Fantasy, of course, plenty of gentlemen's clubs to enjoy while you're here in Las Vegas. Please do yourself a favor. Go to a show, check it out. You will be glad you did. So I know what you're thinking. AJ, I want to know where to shop. Okay, if you like shopping, maybe you're a lady or maybe you're a guy who likes to shop. I don't know. My point is, if you like to shop, Vegas has some really great shopping. You know, you can spend a ton of money or you can find some really great discounts and stuff. I'm going to help you with both. So my favorite place to go shopping, Fashion Show Mall. It's located right off the Strip, right off of Spring Mountain and Las Vegas Boulevard. It's a pretty good sized mall. It's not massive, but it is a good size, and it has all the stores that you're gonna need. So, you know, whether you're looking for the big designer stores like Louis Vuitton, or whether you just wanna pick up a sport coat over at Macy's Men's as a guy, or maybe you wanna pick up some, you know, some cheap sneakers or some swim trunks or whatever the case may be. What I also like about Fashion Show Mall, centrally located, easy to get to, easy to park, and there's a lot of great eateries, nice restaurants, food court, other places to go to. Maybe if you're on a budget, there's some great outlets out here. You have the South Outlet, which is really great. It's on Las Vegas Boulevard. And then you have the Charleston outlets. Okay, same thing, kind of walk around outside, which is really cool. Not cool if it's middle of the summer, but of course all the stores are air conditioned. But definitely if you want to save some money, you know, bargain shopping, some of these outlets you can find heavily discounted items. Definitely check out the Crystal Shops over at the City Center. A lot of really high-end stores. You know, of course, they have Louis Vuitton, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana. They have all the nice stores there, and super clean, super professional, super nice. Definitely something you should check out. And the Forum Shops over at Caesars. The Forum Shops are great. What I do like is they're open a little later, which is cool. They have all the designer stores. Again, great places to eat. The one thing I don't like about Fashion Show Mall is it closes early. I hate this about the Fashion Show Mall. They close at like 8 o'clock during the week and then like 9 p.m. on the weekends. And to me, that's just silly because there's so much traffic on the Strip. So hopefully they'll change that someday, but I just kind of wanted to mention that. So maybe you're in town and feel like catching a game, whether it's the Golden Knights at the T-Mobile Arena or whether you're catching a Raiders game at the Allegiant Stadium. You definitely, if you're into this kind of thing, you definitely want to get yourself some tickets and check out a game. If you get to go to the Allegiant Stadium, it is cool. It is one hell of a stadium, multi-billion-dollar establishment. If you're going to catch a game, check out Allegiant Stadium. Maybe you're in town and maybe you want to watch a concert. So let's talk about an amazing venue. It's brand new, everybody. It's really cool. The Sphere, the MSG Sphere, it is cool. You know, they spent billions on this project and it is nothing short of incredible. If you have the chance, check out a show at the Sphere. At least go on the outside and take some video. It is really neat. Inside's even more incredible. And, you know, the sound, the lighting, the screens, I mean, it's like nothing you've ever seen before. So you definitely should check that out, 100%. All right, so let's talk about gambling for a second. Now, me personally, I'm gonna be straight and honest with you. I don't gamble. Not really into it, not my thing. You know, I've lived out here for all this time and I can count on one hand how many times I've actually gambled. And usually it was because I was waiting for somebody at a club and I'm just sitting at a slot machine and I'm bored and I put a couple quarters in or $1 in or whatever. But, you know, I don't do a lot of gambling, but what I do know, and I have many friends that play and that gamble, and I even know guys that gamble professionally, Vegas is a very hard city to win. And what I mean by that is you're dealing with the best of the best, okay? They know what they're doing. The odds are in their favor. Now, I'm not saying you can't win in Vegas. Many people do. Many people have won big, but I feel like, you know, even if you do win, let's say you do win, you are gonna come back. And they're gonna make sure you come back. Why? They're gonna send you vouchers in the mail after you cash in your chips, or maybe you get a player's card, which, by the way, I do advise you getting a player's card if you do play out here, because then they'll send you free hotel room stay, free whatever, free this, free that, everything to get you back out here so that they can get your money back again. So, you know, just keep that in mind. When you gamble out here, gamble responsibly and, you know, leave something for your trip home. Okay, so let's talk about safety in Las Vegas. Everyone says, is Vegas safe? The answer is yes and no. And what I mean by that, there's a lot of petty crimes, theft, a lot of pickpocketers on the strip. They work in teams. You kind of got to watch out. But I always tell people that safety really depends on you. And what I mean by that, if you come out here to Vegas and you've never been here before, don't know what you're doing, and on top of it, you add tons of drugs and alcohol on top of it, and you get out of your mind, it can be a dangerous city because people are going to see that and they're going to take advantage of it. So, you know, when you come out here, have a good time, party, have fun, but always remember, keep yourself under control, because if you don't, yes, Vegas can be a dangerous city. You can get robbed, you can get mugged, you know what I mean, pickpocketed. Criminals always look for targets. Don't be a target. It's as simple as that. These criminals out here, they're crafty. They will watch, they will observe, and they will pick their targets out and look for people that are unaware, people that are on their phones, not paying attention to what's going on. Okay, so just make sure you stay alert. And remember, depending on the week, the day in Las Vegas, some of the worst people can be here in town. My advice is just keep your head on a swivel. Make sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings. Always lock your car or your rental, and never leave your valuables out and around. Never leave your cell phone out and around. Never place your cell phone on a table or a desk, because petty theft does happen. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but over this last year, it has gone up probably 100%. So in closing, Las Vegas has a lot to offer. My biggest suggestion is make sure you do your research. Obviously, you're in the right direction. Watching this video is going to give you a starting point. It's going to give you a mulch, but I definitely encourage you to continue your research. There's constantly new restaurants, new places, new things to do here in Vegas popping up. So maybe you'll discover a new place. If you do me a favor, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you found, what you liked, or if my advice helped you. So that concludes my first episode, everyone. I want to thank you so much for watching AJ Knows. A new episode's dropping every week, Fridays at 8 p.m. So make sure you tune in next week for a brand new episode. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe down below. See y'all next time. God bless everyone. Thank you. As always, thanks for watching my channel, AJ Knows. Please remember to like, comment, and of course, subscribe down below.